Hey everybody.
Hey, it's Larry and Melissa from Tri-County Golf Ranch.
I got a couple questions to ask you.
Okay,
We're going to talk about wedges.
okay.
Um, how many wedges do you carry in your bag?
I've got 4 wedges in my bag.
Do you know?
No, I don't.
How many? What's in your bag?
Actually, it depends. I do have 4 wedges available, but I
Right.
don't always carry my 58.
Right.
And sometimes I carry more wedges on the, or not wedges, I carry more clubs on the top side of my bag. So
Right.
I actually have 2 5-irons and a 4-iron.
Right.
They all go different distances.
Exactly.
So it depends on where I'm playing.
Okay. And I agree with that. I carry 4 wedges, and we do that for certain yardages.
For sure. Or lies.
Or
Like when
lies.
I go to Q school out in California.
Right.
I prefer to chip with that 58 because it moves through that grass a little bit easier.
Because of the flange and the bounce on the
Yeah.
bottom, yeah. So one of the things I want to kind of talk to you about, and everybody out there, is those yardages.
Mhm.
Most of the people that we give lessons to either don't carry a sand wedge, or they carry only one sand wedge. They don't carry a gap wedge. They don't
Or
carry a lob wedge.
There might only be a pitching wedge in their bag, which
Right.
is really hard to manipulate when you get close to the green.
Exactly right. So the thing that mine are, I carry a lob wedge is 58, a sand wedge is 54, a gap wedge is 50, and then my pitching wedge is 46. They're all 4
About 4 degrees, yeah.
Yeah, and I do that to create yardage gap, the gaps between the yardage from 130 yards and in, so I can kind of know how far I'm going to hit a club.
Absolutely.
So, being that said, let's say you got a 60-yard shot. Do you use your 54 there a lot, or 54? And do you take it back a certain distance, or what do you do? Is it a waist high, shoulder high, rib high? What do you do?
So for me, I actually grip down on the grip about
Okay.
halfway, and then I turn back about hip high on the way back.
And how do you follow all the way through, or do you
Well,
stop it?
Pretty much once it hits the golf ball, there's not a whole lot left.
Okay.
So I might follow through, about chest high on the
Chest
other
high.
side, but not on purpose.
Right,
It's
just
not.
got to feel.
It's just once I've put all my energy into the golf ball, that's kind of where I end up. I don't have this huge.
Are you moving your all arms? Are you moving your legs? What do you do? Are you
I really
moving
feel
chest? Chest?
So my hands are soft.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I'm set up over the golf ball. I'm really close to it,
Mhm.
really close. I feel my hands hinge or let the club go up, and then from there on, all I feel is my chest turning, and I
Right.
let the weight of the club head basically unhinge my hands
Right.
through impact, and I'm just turning my chest, and
Right.
kind of wherever my hands and club end up, that's where they end up. It's
Right.
not forced, because that's wasted energy. Everything should have gone into the golf ball at that
Right.
point.
So you're not a clock person. You're more of it's at my waist or at my ribs or at my shoulders or something like that. Yeah. Yeah. I choose to use the clock method. I'm like 8 to 3, 9 to 3, and I'm kind of moving up in the clock on both sides of the thing with different clubs, and it works very efficiently for me. But we also talked. Do you have a trajectory that you like to hit your wedges at? Because your ball comes in pretty soft, softer than mine.
Mine comes pretty soft, and it comes in, I think, a little higher than most.
Yeah.
So when I see a wedge shot, I tend to see a decent height to it.
Mhm.
But because I hit the ball so soft, I don't really ever see anything going straight up in the air.
Right.
I know there's a ton of golfers, they love having like a 60 or 64 degree wedge in their
Yeah.
bag because they want to see it go up. But how often do you do that on the golf course?
Right.
Like for me, it's very,
One
very rare.
time maybe, yeah.
Very rare.
Yeah.
And if you've short-sighted yourself that bad, then
Yeah.
then maybe we need to talk about course management more than
Right.
anything. But mine's kind of medium trajectory, which yours comes in a little bit lower.
Mine comes in lower, yeah.
So
My ball's spinning a little bit more than yours, but your ball sets a little softer because of the angle of descent and the trajectory it works on. So I work on my trajectories a lot with my wedges, and when we had our closest to the pin contest, I don't know, how was it, 2 months, 3 months ago when we had that? I finished second, but I worked on my trajectories a lot differently than the other guys did that I was competing against.
You landed yours short and let it roll up to the hole where they're landing theirs at the hole, and then it ended up
Off the green. Yeah, I was playing more trajectory, and the guy who won
pretty much did the same thing.
did the same thing. We kind of let it roll up there, but
Whereas if I try to hit a wedge and let it roll, mine will roll up.
right. So we work hard on our wedges, and this whole thing is about understanding that we work hard on our wedges, and a 30-yard wedge shot is just as important as a 300-yard drive. So we work hard on our wedges a lot. When we go down the range, we hit balls every day. Not a boatload of balls, but we hit balls every day. And one of the first clubs we grab out of our bag is our wedge.
Yeah, we're warming up with it.
We're working on wedge.
Trying
And
to
so,
hit target.
right, so we do an S&P drill with you a lot. And that is where I take the club, 2 clubs, and go waist high to waist high and make you feel this with is all done with your chest, right? So I don't know if you figured out how far that ball goes from that distance, but
Yeah, that's pretty much a 40-yard shot.
40-yard shot. So there we go, 40-yard shot. So we know our yardages, and that kind of goes into understand, guys, sign up for our schools and understand how far you can hit a wedge, or how soft you can hit a wedge, or how you can spin your wedges, which is, I get that all the time. How do I spin my wedges? Which I'll repeat something from Sam Smith. He goes, I work so hard to get it to go that far. Why do I want the ball to come back to me? But I kind of agree with Sam Smith there. I don't really try to spin my ball a lot, even though it does. But so, you got anything to add to that about our schools or anything about that?
No.
About our wedges?
I'm good. Get better at your wedges.
Get better at your wedges. Come talk to us. Check us out on the website. Check everything out. Got any questions? Email, text, call. We got it. And she's laughing, but let's go. Let's get this thing ready for spring.
Hey.
Hi, it's Larry and Melissa again. Thanks
Hi,
so
guys.
much for watching our videos. If you have any questions or want to get in touch with us, you can email us, you can call us,
Text
you can
us.
text us, but be sure to subscribe.
Down on the bottom down there.
Thank you.